What if the last hour of your day could shape how clear, calm, and purposeful you feel tomorrow? For many adults over 60, evening isn't just the end of the day, it can become a reset button. And the truth is, retirement feels very different when your nights leave you restored instead of restless. In this video, we'll walk through a simple evening routine designed for seniors who want more mental clarity, steadier energy, and a stronger sense of purpose. These steps are gentle, practical, and easy to adapt, even if your schedule or energy changes from day to day. We begin with something most people overlook: your space. Then we'll move into a few mindful habits that may support better rest and help the next day feel more focused and meaningful. This isn't about perfection, and it's not about complicated wellness trends. It's about creating a calm, repeatable pattern that helps you end the day well. And when evenings improve, mornings often feel lighter too. Let's start with the first ritual that may quiet the mind faster than you expect.
The first evening ritual is simple, but powerful. Tidy the space you'll spend time in before bed. That might mean clearing a side table, folding a blanket, washing a cup, or putting away papers that have been sitting out all day. Why does this matter? Because visual clutter can make the brain feel like the day is still unfinished. A small reset helps create a sense of closure. It tells your mind the busy part of the day is ending now. For seniors, this can be especially helpful during retirement, when home is often the center of daily life. Your surroundings affect your mood more than you may realize. You don't need to deep clean. This is not about housework. Think of it as preparing a peaceful landing place for the evening. 5 minutes is enough. The goal is to remove little signals of stress and replace them with quiet order. A calmer room may help support a calmer mind, and that can make the rest of your evening routine feel easier, gentler, and far more inviting.
Once your space feels a little calmer, the next step is to settle your thoughts. Many people lie down tired, but their mind keeps racing through errands, conversations, worries, or things they don't want to forget. A gentle mental shutdown ritual can help. Try writing down tomorrow's key task, a reminder, or anything still circling in your mind. Just a few lines on paper can reduce the pressure to remember everything in bed. You can also turn off unnecessary notifications, lower the volume in the room, and step away from stimulating news or endless scrolling. This creates a boundary between daytime problem solving and nighttime restoration. It doesn't mean life is stress-free. It simply means you're choosing not to carry every thought into the pillow with you. For many older adults, this small ritual may support a more restful evening and a clearer start the next day. When the brain knows it doesn't have to hold on so tightly, it often becomes easier to relax. And that mental release can feel surprisingly freeing, especially after a full day.
Now let's talk about something easy to change, but often ignored: your evening light and timing. Bright overhead lighting late at night can keep the body feeling alert, when what you want is calm. Instead, try switching to softer lamps during the last hour before bed. This simple change can make the room feel safer, quieter, and more restful. It may also support your body's natural wind-down process. Timing matters too. Going through a similar evening rhythm at roughly the same time each night can help the body know what to expect. You don't have to be strict down to the minute, just aim for a dependable pattern. Tidy up, dim the lights, do one calming activity, then prepare for bed. Consistency often matters more than intensity. For seniors, especially in retirement, regular routines can create a stronger sense of stability and flow. And better sleep patterns are often linked to improved daytime clarity, mood, and energy. You're not forcing sleep. You're simply creating conditions that welcome it. That can make evenings feel less random and much more restorative over time.
This next ritual is where the evening begins to feel meaningful, not just quiet. Instead of ending the day with more noise, choose one mindful activity. It could be reading a few pages of a comforting book, listening to gentle music, doing light stretching, praying, journaling, or simply sitting quietly and breathing slowly. The key is to choose something that settles you instead of stimulating you. Many people don't realize how much late-night noise, scrolling, or upsetting media can keep the mind activated. Even if your body is tired, your thoughts may stay on high alert. A mindful activity helps shift you from consumption to reflection. It creates a softer emotional landing at the end of the day. And this doesn't need to take long. Even 10 minutes can change the tone of the evening. For older adults looking for more peace and clarity, this step may be one of the most valuable. It reminds you that nighttime isn't only for escaping the day. It can also be a time to reconnect with yourself, your values, and what brings you steady inner calm.
One of the quiet struggles many seniors face in retirement is wondering whether the day really meant something. Without the structure of a job or a busy schedule, it's easy to overlook the value in ordinary moments. That's why this ritual can be so powerful. Write down one moment from your day that mattered. It doesn't have to be dramatic. Maybe you had a good talk with a neighbor. Maybe you watered your plants, cooked a meal, took a walk, or handled a challenge with patience. By naming one meaningful moment, you teach your mind to notice that your life still contains purpose, contribution, and dignity. This is not forced positivity. It's reflection with honesty and appreciation. Over time, this practice may help strengthen emotional resilience and remind you that a good life is often built from small moments noticed on purpose. Especially in retirement, meaning doesn't disappear, it just changes shape. This nightly habit can help you see that more clearly. And when people feel their days matter, they often wake up with more motivation to engage in the next one.
If you want retirement to feel purposeful, don't end the night without giving tomorrow some shape. This doesn't mean making a long to-do list. In fact, one small intention is often better. Choose a simple action that gives the next day direction. You might call a friend, take a 10-minute walk, organize one drawer, read something uplifting, work on a hobby, or spend time outside. The point is not productivity for its own sake. The point is momentum. A small intention can help you wake up with a reason to begin, instead of drifting into the day without focus. For many seniors, this is deeply important. Purpose rarely arrives all at once. It grows through small, repeated choices that connect daily life to something meaningful. Writing one intention before bed creates a bridge between tonight's calm and tomorrow's action. And when tomorrow has shape, the mind often feels less scattered. This habit may support clarity, confidence, and a greater sense that retirement is still a chapter of growth, not just a time of slowing down.
Before you actually get into bed, give your body one final signal that it's safe to let go. This can be as simple as slow breathing, a short body scan, gentle stretching, or a brief prayer. Try inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 6. Then relax your shoulders, jaw, hands, and legs one area at a time. Many people carry tension without noticing it, especially after a day of decisions, caregiving, or quiet worry. A bedtime calm practice doesn't have to solve everything. It just helps lower the volume in the body. For older adults, this kind of ritual may support relaxation and make bedtime feel more peaceful. If faith is important to you, this can also be a beautiful time for gratitude or reflection. The goal isn't perfection, it's presence. You are ending the day intentionally, instead of collapsing into sleep, still carrying the day's weight. Over time, this simple closing ritual can become something you truly look forward to. And that feeling alone can help the evening seem less stressful and more like a source of renewal.
Here's the most important rule of all. Keep your evening ritual simple enough that you will actually do it. Many people create routines that sound wonderful on paper but feel exhausting in real life. You do not need 10 steps, special products, or perfect discipline. If your routine only includes tidying one small space, dimming the lights, writing one meaningful moment, and taking a few slow breaths, that is enough. In fact, a short routine done consistently may help more than a complicated one you quit after 3 days. Seniors often benefit most from rhythms that feel supportive, not demanding.
Your evening routine should reduce pressure, not add to it. So let it be flexible. Let it match your energy. Let it evolve with the season of life you're in. What matters is repetition and ease. When a calm routine becomes familiar, your mind begins to recognize it as a trusted pattern, and that familiarity can be deeply comforting. The simpler your evening ritual is, the more likely it becomes part of your life instead of another idea you meant to try someday.
So if you want better evenings, clearer mornings, and a stronger sense of purpose and retirement, don't underestimate the power of a simple nighttime routine. Start small. Clear one space. Turn down the lights. Choose one calming activity. Write one meaningful moment from your day and one intention for tomorrow. That's enough to begin. You don't need to change everything tonight. You just need to give the evening a little more intention than it had yesterday. Over time, these quiet rituals may help support better rest, steadier focus, and a more grounded emotional rhythm. And perhaps most importantly, they can remind you that this stage of life still holds depth, growth, and meaning. Retirement is not the end of purpose. Sometimes it's the beginning of living with more intention than ever before. If this video spoke to you, share one evening habit in the comments that helps you feel calm, clear, or restored. Your experience may encourage someone else to create a night that truly supports the life they want to live.